Now available in paperback and e-readers, John Haynes, 1987. Learn lessons about life and teenage love in the 1980s in this coming-of-age John Haynes story. Get your copy of John Haynes, 1987 in paperback and e-readers at Amazon.com and online booksellers everywhere. This year, rap music turned 50 years old. And while rap music has endured a great longevity and has gone on to become a part of American culture, the art form of rap music may not have much more time unless people in the music business get it together. Now, rap music has hit an all-time low in terms of sales for new artists, and it has also hit an all-time low as related to sales for concerts for new rap artists. Even worse, many A&R record executives are not interested in signing new rap acts to new contracts, so all of these are troubling indicators for the future of rap music. Now, the big problem I see with rap music these days is that it has completely strayed away from its roots that were established in the South Bronx. We have gone so far away from the original messages of rhythm and poetry that most people don't really feel a connection to the music anymore like they did back in the late 1970s when rap music first started out. Now, when rap music first started out, it was something created by foundational black Americans to show how we could overcome in the face of the adversity of the extreme poverty and crime that was a part of daily life in late 1970s New York, when the city was a hellhole filled with crime, filled with heroin addicts nodding like zombies and drugs, and also filled with the bleakness of poverty of the welfare state. And out of those whole dire conditions, black foundational Americans came together and created rap, which was rhythm and poetry, to show how we could go out here and make something positive out of all the negativity around us by showing how intelligent we were, by going to show that we could go out here and make our own poetry and set it to the beats of our own music. That was the foundation of rap music, and that foundation was extremely positive. And as rap music was founded by black men in the South Bronx, they were looking to again present a positive message of black life among the poverty. This was presented in songs like The Message, which was by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, and was presented in many classic rap songs. And along with that rap music, we had a lot of b-boys who were out here breaking to those beats as those songs were playing, again showing how we could go out here and do something positive in the bleakness of the blight of places like the burnt down Bronx at the time. And again, that's what inspired lots of young black kids to love rap music, because it was just, again, extremely positive and radiated such positive energy that everybody enjoyed rap music. And as rap music evolved over the course from the 70s to the mid-80s, we started to see rap going from just being rhythm and poetry to rappers looking to evolve their craft into lyricism. Now, the lyricist genre, again, was all not only about your having some speed, but also having some flow, and also being able to go out here and use a larger vocabulary. And again, this, along with the beats and the music, was extremely positive, and it also added some diversity to rap music, because as we entered the lyricist era from, I think, about 86 to about 88, we started to see, again, a lot more creativity, and we also started to see a lot more diversity as related to rap music, as we started to go from guys going from making boast about how bad they were in the early to mid 80s to guys going out here and telling stories like Slick Rick and Kool G Rap, to comedy rappers like Kid and Play and Biz Markie, to lyricists like Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. And all of these rappers, again, added diversity, and we got even more diversity from rappers from the UK, like Slick Rick and Monie Love. And we also got a lot of, again, different styles of rap. We also got women rappers like MC Lyte and Antoinette and Queen Latifah. Again, legendary rappers. And again, the music overall was extremely positive, and you felt a positive vibe when you listened to rap music. Unfortunately, around 1988, we had a lot of whites who really did not like the popularity of rap, and they did not like the positive messages in rap, and they also didn't like the idea of black men controlling media in the black community. So what they wanted to do was co-opt and compromise rap, and that's when they decided to create the group NWA. Now, before the NWA came along, rap music again was controlled by black men. The messages were positive, the messages were fun, and again, the whole atmosphere of rap was all about showing the diversity and the life of black people. But once we got the whites coming into the music, because they didn't want anything to do with rap music, because rap music was mostly sold in black-owned record stores and played on black-owned radio stations like 98.7 KISS here in New York and 107.5 WBLS. Let me try to get that right. I know it's been a long time. But the whole thing is the music was played mostly on black radio stations, and it was mostly a music form that, again, was gaining connections with black people. And you started to see whites wanting to come in, but what they wanted to do was control the narrative. And when they wanted to control the narrative, they wanted to see their messages about black life in rap music, and that's where we got the NWA group coming in. Now, the NWA were supposed to be hardcore rappers similar to Just Ice or Ice-T, but the whole thing is these rappers were basically just agents meant to try to take control over the narrative of rap music. And when the NWA came out with Straight Outta Compton in 1989, many people didn't know that this whole record was all about trying to take control of the narrative and allow white supremacy to co-opt rap music, because with the invention of the gangsta rap genre, it was all about looking to take control of the narrative and looking to take the control of the narrative to keep us from hearing about the diversity in the black community of messages and to keep us from hearing about the positivity. These guys were talking about they were making a quote-unquote real rap music, but in actuality they were just breathing brand new life into stereotypes about black people. And with NWA Straight Outta Compton began the decline of rap music, and this was a slow and steady decline. Yes, rap music became a worldwide genre and went mainstream. Unfortunately, as rap music went mainstream, the message stopped being positive, and it all started to become more and more negative. Because as gangsta rap became mainstream, well, we didn't see, again, much of the positivity we got in the early 80s or the creativity of the mid to late 80s, where we got this rich diverseness that it went into the 90s. No, what happened was, instead of us keeping and maintaining that creativity, rap became one message under all of these white individuals who started to control the narrative of rap music. And many of those, like Russell Simmons and many others, started to compromise to go out here and try to appeal to that mainstream white audience. And instead of us getting those unique sounds, everybody became a gangsta, everybody became a thug, and as everybody became a gangsta and a thug, what happened was rap music's creativity started to get lost. We no longer had the creative wordplay, we no longer had the lyricism, we no longer had the comedy. No, all of that was completely lost, as we got more and more narratives about selling drugs, more and more narratives about killing, more and more narratives about death and violence, and rap music basically started to become a very bland, homogenized music form. And as time went on over the last 20 years, rap really just fell off creatively. And in 2023, rap is hitting a major decline because people just aren't really interested in listening to new modern rappers. New modern rappers like these drill rappers and trap house rappers, all they do is sing about violence, sing about crime, and their music basically now sounds like a serial killer. They no longer sound like artists going out here talking about life. No, all they do is talk about misery and misery and pain really isn't entertaining for people who live in places like I do in the South Bronx, because people who live in places like the South Bronx, we know the roots of rap, and rap was all about creating hope and inspiring people to do better. But today's rap isn't about inspiring anybody to do better. So people don't have an incentive to go out here and buy these songs on as related to these music services like Amazon or Spotify to listen to them. Nobody really has an interest in going to see these rappers in concerts, because going to a rap concert could possibly cost you your life. I mean, it's not like it was in the 80s where you could go watch a Run DMC or a Kool Moe Dee or a Kid and Play, have a good time, and then go get you some Burger King afterwards and feel safe. No, with today's rap music, you feel like you're basically scared for your own life, because in between the extremely violent lyrics and the extremely violent messages and themes of the music and the just unsafe conditions, you just don't feel like you want to go pick up a concert ticket because you don't feel safe. Because in today's rap music, it's again, you don't feel safe because a lot of the music is violent. A lot of the music presents the worst as related to the black community. These are messages that the white supremacist wants to see as related to rap music, but they're not ones that appeal to the core black audience that really wants something different. And what's even worse is that many of today's rappers, like your Ice Spices and many of these other lames, are not really creative as related to lyrics. A lot of them, they have a look that's very visually appealing, but they're not very compelling as related to the substance of their music, because an Ice Spice does not have the lyrical flow of an Antoinette. She does not have the creativity of an MC Lyte or the style of a Queen Latifah. She basically looks like Little Orphan Annie dipped in the Joker's Smilex gas, and just again, no creativity whatsoever. And many of the drill and gangsta rappers, again, they rap about the same things all the time: drugs, gangs, crime, killing, and all sorts of sexual deviancy, and again, not very appealing to people who are looking to go out here and be told about life that they see and experience. They want to hear about something different, because we've been hearing about drugs, crime, and killing for over 34 years, and it's really gotten stale and repetitive. So this is why rap music is in a state of major decline as related to sales. People are just tired of hearing everybody coming out saying they're a killer, everybody saying that they're out here selling drugs. It just gets really stale, and people are burnt out on that kind of thing. So this is why rap is at an all-time decline, and many of these A&R guys in music are not interested in signing up rap albums or looking to sign up rap acts, because rap has become, sadly, a stale thing. Because again, a lot of these guys, they have no creativity, they have no style, they have no voice, and all they do is parrot back the messages of white supremacy. And many of the white folks who used to listen to rap music, they have actually become turned off with the music ever since the murder of George Floyd. And ever since the murder of George Floyd, many of these new Gen Z racists. Again, they really don't like the whole idea of hearing about black people talking about defund the police or other messages, so they're not really interested in listening to rap music anymore. So that core white base that they went to try to appeal to isn't really interested in the music anymore. So rap is in a really bad place at 50. Yeah, many of the old acts that I grew up with are still going out here and selling out to crowds. But what's happening is that the future of the music is in a very dire place. And it's in a dire place because we did not go out here and cultivate the craft of rap music. We did not cultivate the creativity for rap music. And we haven't really evolved rap music. I mean, gangsta rap, as I see it, was a major step back for the art form that was evolving on the East Coast. I mean, on the East Coast, we saw rap evolve as a music form, and we saw it evolve from guys, again, boasting about being the best in a rap battle to going and being able to make different kinds of songs, like with LL Cool J and his I Need Love. We got Romance. We got, again, the lyricists like Rakim and Big Daddy Kane. We got Cool G Rap, who was rapping the stories. We got Biz Markie and Kid and Play with the comedy, and we got the ladies like MC Lyte and Moni Love and all of these other great rappers. Again, they could go out here and use phonetic wordplay to make some fantastic rhymes, and we're not getting that anymore. And again, this is why rap music has fallen off, because it's just become profane and perverted, and that's why people aren't listening to modern rap music, because modern rap music just isn't creative and it just doesn't have any imagination. And again, the people who make it today don't understand the history of the music. And again, they don't understand the history of the music because nobody's teaching the history of the music. And nobody also is teaching how the NWA compromised rap music and how the NWA basically did damage to it. A lot of people think that gangsta rap was an evolution, but it really wasn't. It was white supremacy looking to take control of the narrative of rap music. And as the white supremacists have taken control of rap music, what they want to do is a two-pronged assault on rap music at 50. What they want to do is go out here and say foundational black Americans didn't make rap music. They want to say guys like Kool Herc and others, because they were or some of these West Indians or foreign-born blacks, that rap didn't have any black roots. They want to try to erase the roots of foundational black Americans in music, and they also want to see the music go into a state of decline so that they can erase the history of rap music and try to say guys like Eminem were the standard for rap music to future generations. But as foundational black Americans, we have to fight for our music form. We have to fight to get our music form back to its roots. And again, its roots were back in the underground. And that's how rap really started to become popular, because it was people talking about their lives and their experiences and looking to go out here and tell positive stories about black life in the face of adversity. That's what the roots of rap was. And until rap really gets back to those roots, I don't really see it resonating with the future generations like it resonated with my generation. Now, if you want to pick up some of my positive black fiction on the SJS Direct imprint, like the ISIS series, the Steam series, the John Haynes series, the books of the Spinsterella trilogy, my black sorority novel, The Thetas, my vampire novel, Eternal Night, and my black business novel, Recipe for Success, along with my men's issues books, you can find all those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them at other online booksellers like Smashwords, the iBookstore, and Google Play. And if you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can send a donation to the Patreon, the PayPal, or the Cash App by clicking the links in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose. The man who rules the world runs into the irresistible force of a man with nothing to lose in this action-packed, all-new John Haynes series adventure. Get the regular and variant editions of John Haynes, the man with nothing to lose on Amazon.com today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, The Temptation of John Haynes. Give in to temptation and pick up this action-packed, African American paranormal romance. Get The Temptation of John Haynes in paperback and e-readers today. Support Black-owned and Black-operated digital broadcast media. www.niceradionetwork.com. Nice Radio Network, broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.